Hello there, my name is Donte Hawkins, and welcome to Webisode 3 or Episode 3 of Gaming Galore. This is a creative web series for geniuses and specifically interviewing people in the gaming and animation field. So let's get started. And before I forget, make sure to like this video and also hit the bell notification to get an indication of when I post new videos so that you'll be on top of that. And social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Twitch is all down below. So feel free to check out more information on that. So on this week's episode, we're going to be talking about, we're going to be talking about God of War. As you see back here, the sun is very weird. God of War is like the light on PS4. The newest one that has just came out by Santa Monica Studio, and it's a pretty incredible game. And basically, let's read the back cover first before we go into too much detail. It says, living as a man outside of the shadow of the gods, Kratos, along with his son Atreus, must venture into the brutal Norse wilds. That's Norse, right? Norse wilds as they fight to fulfill a deeply personal quest. And then it says, discover an emotionally gripping tale of father and son journeying to a dark elemental world of fearsome creatures and, conquer your foes in vicious close quarters combat. So if you can see that, this sun is just being really weird today, so I'm sorry if it's weird. But as you see the back cover glistening and the sun's rays glistening as well. But yeah, it's a pretty cool cover as well. I showed that in the beginning, but I'll show it again just one more time. And it's a really cool back cover. So let's move on to our next, our next section of this. And basically this game is developed by Santa Monica Studio. I believe it's based in California. And it's a huge developer. And they've made plenty of various games. I actually have God of War 3 Remastered. I actually started with that one and didn't play the first two, which I probably wouldn't recommend. Not that the game is bad, but I usually do play games in order, but I was just like, let's just jump right into the third one. I didn't know what I was getting myself into. But that's beside the point. They make great games. Go check out their website. Again, Santa Monica Studio. And to get more information and screenshots. They've had plenty of God of War fan art. I've even made some myself, so make sure to check those out on their website. Our second segment is Don's VG review, which is my video game review of God of War. I'm going to give this game, if I was to scale it on if I was to put it on a scale, from 1 to 10, it would be a 9.5 out of 10. So that's pretty good, right? And I keep looking over here again because my little help is over here. 9.5 out of 10. It's the most favorite parts about this game for me are when I upgrade my armor, Kratos' armor and gear, fighting bosses and story flow. So let's go a little bit deeper into that. So as far as upgrading armor, there's various checkpoints and things of that nature. You can upgrade even Atreus armor or really like just clothes and things that they have on, the cloth, the weapon, everything. Upgrade the armor and everything like that. So just like the cool color choices, the cool things that you can do in the game, and as you progress in the game, I don't want to spoil anything, but as you progress in the game, you'll begin to see different variations and you'll begin to upgrade even more. And I think they have it where it's like skill points. So you can upgrade in skill points, and you can with, let's say, shooting your bow and arrow for Atreus. I believe it's for Atreus too, you can upgrade. Maybe not skill points, I'm not too sure. It's been a good minute since I played this, but you basically upgrade. You can upgrade your armor for both characters. I definitely know for Kratos you can upgrade, you can choose a different skill point, and as you're attacking and things of that nature with your axe and with the chains that you have later on in the game. You get to swing with chains, isn't that cool? But yeah, anyway, and that's just fun to me. I love when games have that option of upgrading. And yeah, I think I got all the upgrades. I think there was definitely more things to play later on after I beat the game, but I think for the most part I got most of the skill points. If you know, if that's correct, if my memory serves me correct. And okay, so fighting bosses. The bosses in this game were incredibly difficult too. And I don't know what in the world I was getting myself into, but it was, you know, I'm not going to spoil anything, but I definitely recommend you to play this game because the bosses are, if you're looking for an incredible, challenging fight, you're going to get one with these bosses. I mean, there's even, I forgot his name, but there's even one boss where it's like you have to fight him 3 times over, and the first time is like it takes so much out of you. Actually, I want to say as a quick side note here that I had to actually stop playing this game while I was streaming, press pause, because my thumbs were hurting so bad and they were cramping, and so because there was so much fighting in certain parts, and so I had to stop, you know, and just take a break, especially in the boss fights. It's like, okay, let me pause because this is crazy. In a good way though. You know, Santa Monica Studio did a great job with developing these fights, and you can use Atreus to attack too, and that's cool because it gives a great distraction. I feel bad for Atreus though. You know, in the back of my mind, I was like, oh no, he's got to go through all this stuff. But sometimes they do attack him more than they attack me. But I mean, he's a good cover, so. And then last thing was the story flow, just the overall story of the game, how it progressed from the beginning and starting off very interesting, and it grabbed you in with the emotion all the way to the ending, where it's just like, it was just a successful ending. Like, that was a great ending for the game. And I know for sure they have more God of War games that they plan on making and creating and developing, and I'm gonna get them because I really did. This game really spoke to me as far as the story and the character arc, and it just progressed like father and son, like that story, and I think everybody can relate to that in sort of a way. So yeah, definitely check out this game. My least favorite parts about God of War, not seeing Kratos' wife. I really wanted to see her. They may have, again, this has been a little bit of time since I played it, but I think they may have showed a little bit of her in the past. I'm not completely sure. Or even like when Kratos stepped inside like some kind of portal or stepped into his past, we did hear her voice, but I don't know if we really saw her. And I would have liked to see her, but again, you know, who am I? Yeah, and that's really it. I mean, so maybe if they'll put something, maybe later on they'll put something in the game, in future games, where they'll be able to show Kratos' wife. That would be really, really cool. Okay, so that's God of War. And lastly, the wrap-up segment. It's our inspirational quote. You can do whatever you set your mind to. You're just a thought away from your dreams. Now, that doesn't mean that just because you think about it, it's going to happen, because maybe it's not exactly for you, and or maybe it's not the right time. But there's nothing wrong with thinking positive thoughts, right? There's nothing wrong with having dreams and goals and visions. Just make sure that you don't live in a fantasy world, basically, and you know that anything can happen. Sometimes you're gonna have good days, bad days, but I have dreams, I have visions, I have goals that I've had and I've set ever since I was young, and I'm going to fulfill those things. So yeah, just keep that in mind. Thanks for watching. Join me next time as I, you know, or actually talk about another video game that's very impactful, and it's a time killer, so that's, you know, a good thing. But yeah, thanks for watching just this episode. Again, make sure to subscribe to the channel, like this video, hit the bell notification to know when my next video goes live. Later.